Alright, live on YouTube, live on Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, welcome to Weird Weekly Recap AKA W.W.R. Where is it? There it is. This show is a dive into the odd, obscure, bizarre, in other words for strange, world of notable events, weather, and sports, aka news. I'm Alexander.
Golden Loon.
And UVRU, thank you so much for coming in and joining us. Today is, of course, Saturn's Day, aka Saturday, July 18th, 2026, and it feels every bit of July.
Yeah, we're in the heart of it right now.
74 and sunny. It's actually not bad.
74 and sunny? Who are you kidding?
I don't know.
84 and sunny.
Yeah, probably
86 or something.
Yeah, it probably hasn't caught up or anything. So, anyway, let's get into the news. Starting us off in Oddity Central. This one's horrifying. Parents criticized for fattening 3-year-old daughter to 77 pounds by shooting mukbang videos. Now, for those of you who do not understand what mukbang is, it looks like they actually summarize it here. The mukbang trend, where people film themselves eating impressive amounts of food for the entertainment of their viewers, is one of the most controversial cultural phenomena of the 21st century. What's his face? The really fat guy who always had a red shirt or something.
No idea.
Yeah, I was talking about him. I've completely forgotten about his name.
Is it important?
Not really. I mean, it's just a reference if anybody remembered him.
That guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this doesn't really narrow anything down.
No, it doesn't.
Pun not intended. Narrow things down. So, anyway, apart from promoting food waste purely for entertainment purposes, it also puts people's lives at risk and has been known to be the cause of death for some mukbang vloggers. So why would parents want to subject their 3-year-old child to something this dangerous? Earlier this month, Chinese news sources reported the shocking case of a 3-year-old nicknamed Paikui, who had ballooned to 35 kilograms or 77 pounds after her parents turned her into a mukbang star, filming her eating unhealthy foods and posting the clips on social media. They use phrases like 3-year-old, 66-pound, chubby girl, and amazing appetite. Who would want to watch this? This is gross. Who would want to watch a 3-year-old, overweight child eat food? That sounds like, the same people that need to be, locked away forever, under the prison. Yikes, dude. Horrifying. By the way, I'm not going to read this entire document, but links to this and all the other articles that we cover today are already in the other part of the description below. Only on YouTube, though, right now, because I was stupid, and I forgot to copy and paste things over onto Rumble when I was setting all that up. So
you're going to get it there sometime?
It will be after the live stream. Yes, I will update it and everything. So anyone who's watching this live, just wait. If you're watching this on Rumble for the links. But anyway, moving on up to the Berkeley Grand Complication, the most complicated watch ever made. Featuring a total of 63 individual complications, the Vacheron-Constantin Berkeley Grand Complication is widely considered the most complicated watch ever created. What the hell's a complication?
Does everything but tell you what time it is.
Well, it almost sounds like a smartphone. Does everything except make a phone call.
Yeah.
The watchmakers at Swiss manufacturer Vacheron-Constantin unveiled Reference 57260, a one-of-a-kind pocket watch commissioned by a private anonymous collector with a set of very specific requirements, including a Hebraic perpetual calendar and a unique split-second chronograph that would allow them to time multiple events simultaneously. It took 8 years to complete and became the basis of an even more complex timepiece of Berkeley Grand Complication. So there's a video here of it. I'm gonna open it up bigger here to see if it actually shows us. Oh, here we go. This watch here. All right.
The watch is known as the Berkeley Grand Complication. The bespoke.
Oh my goodness! Look at that thing.
This masterpiece.
Good luck telling time. You're right. Or I was right.
245.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at. That's
877 components.
Hold on a second. Let me rewind this. He's rattling numbers.
Piece boasts 63 separate complications, 245 jewels, 2,877 components, and a weight of over 2 pounds.
Holy shit!
Wow.
What was that? Several thousand components. Several thousand components.
Yeah.
In that little thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's.
What you're not telling us is what it cost the guy.
Oh yeah, they're 2,870 tiny mechanical components.
Yeah.
The price of the world's most complicated watch was confidential, but most experts estimate the price to be in excess of $10 million.
Oh.
As a unique collector's item, its value is only expected to increase over time. Holy goodness. Moving on up, startup developers micro drones capable of shooting down insects in mid-air. I've been actually hearing about this the past couple of days, and the compilation videos I've watched.
Almost like those salt things used to be. Yeah.
The bug assault?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these are drones that are shooting insects out of the sky.
Yeah.
So engineers at Tornjol, a stadium startup backed by Y Combinator, have been working on an AI-powered micro-drone that could bring down the cost of mosquito eradication by 100 times. Swarms of these tiny drones could potentially hunt and shoot down mosquitoes in urban spaces instead of using chemicals or other more expensive and hazardous population control solutions. On July 14th, Alex Toussaint, one of the founders of Tornjol, posted in a video showing the company's first air-to-air kill. In it, a small drone can be seen pursuing and ultimately shooting down a moth in a controlled test area. Obviously, a moth is not a mosquito, and the test area was very small, but this is apparently a very big, well, it's proof of concept that I can do it,
Right.
Like, eventually, you larger the test area, here's the video. What are you going to say?
Here's the problem. Well, one of those comes in the house.
Oh.
Before you can explain to me what it really is, I got the fly swatter.
Yeah.
Smack.
True. At the same time, though, one of those comes in the house, is it coming after a bug or is it coming after you?
Well, there you go.
And these are the ones that we can see.
And if it's used for that, can it be used for exactly what you're talking about? Lethal dose to annihilate somebody that
remember
the government doesn't want.
Remember the
not any particular government. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but remember the what was it? The not the kill boss, but like the drone video I showed you where they were like little explosive drones.
Oh yeah.
And hold on a second, killer drones. It's here we go, slaughter bots. That's what it was, the slaughter bots. This is possible now. I remember when I first watched this, I knew it was coming. Now it's here.
Yeah.
And this is terrifying. I'm going to add this in the underbar section. So, slaughter bots. Put that in there.
Well, all I'm saying, these are here, supposedly.
Yeah.
So all a government has to do is profile it to your DNA if they can read that or whatever.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
and
you're
then
right.
attack you with a lethal injection, like a mosquito.
Well, kind of like they did that with the heart attack gun.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, which, that's been declassified. It's been proven true, to exist. That's horrifying.
Yeah.
What else do we got here? The paper towel paintings of Helena Minginowicz. All right. She discovered a drawing and painting as a form of expression while growing up in the city of Poznań, Poland. Even today, she has ideas and thoughts that she feels much more comfortable displaying on the canvas and putting into words. One such idea helped her discover a most unusual canvas, a humble paper towel. Canvas is harder, it's bigger, and much more impressive in contrast than paper napkins is like a joke. But we are something like this, end quote. That was a quote by the Polish artist who told the We Present magazine. And another quote here, we are trying to be canvases, but we are paper towels. It's so touching to me that we still try to be immortal, end quote. Okay, so she's being incredibly profound. It says, using a fragile, highly absorbent canvas like the paper towel makes the painting process a difficult affair, but Helena Minginowicz likes to mainly be free-handed anyway. She only uses outlines she only outlines her general design on the towel and proceeds to carefully airbrush the painting, adding elements as she goes along. So
it's got to be because it is absorbent. That's got to be a real problem.
But I mean, look at that. Horses and everything.
What am I looking at right there?
That's paintings on a paper towel.
I know, but is that two horses head to head?
Yeah, two horses. Like being affectionate or something.
I got it.
And then two bunnies cuddling here.
Yeah.
I can't click them to make them bigger.
No.
This is like some person laying down. They have an egg in their belly.
Yeah.
So obviously it's a representation of a pregnant lady. People kissing.
Yeah.
And this is someone. It just kind of looks like they're morphing into the paper towel.
Pretty talented.
I know, it's awesome. What else we got here? Suspended motorway in China passes straight over a dozen apartment buildings.
Oh, man.
Lovely. Completed in 97, the Shokuilisi Bridge, aka Shuikoshi Overpass, quickly found itself at the center of an unusual residential project. Faced with a shortage of available land for affordable housing, the authorities of Goyang City decided to use the space under the bridge to erect a number of apartment buildings. The idea of building right under the Shokuilisi Bridge was to take advantage of unused land near the center of the city instead of expanding outwards on the outskirts. This way, residents could have easy access to the city center, but there was obviously a compromise. The over a dozen apartment buildings rising up all the way to the bridge would be affected by traffic noise and vibrations. Well, the rent may be cheap, but for a reason.
It answered my question, who was there first?
Yeah. It was the overpass,
Yeah,
apparently.
yes, of course.
Yeah. But that's, there's been so many, especially, depictions of dystopian cities and everything, but, even in cartoons like Hey Arnold and all that stuff, it depicts buildings occupying the spaces directly under the freeways and everything. Yeah. And I always built that way in SimCity and in City Skylines and all that stuff. I just thought that that's what people did, but this seems to be
Well, as far as I've seen stuff built under, even here in LA,
yeah,
under freeways and such.
But it's mainly
not
industrial.
apartments. I've never seen. Yeah.
Yeah, so true. Maybe that's why this is so, why this has its own story, because it's apartments.
If it creates affordable housing, more power to it.
Yeah. Well, that's if the rent is actually cheap. So what else we got here? Katsuobushi, the world's hardest processed fish. Why would you want this? It is a Japanese traditional food product created by putting skipjack tuna through a long and complex manufacturing process that includes fermentation and maturation. The end result is a piece of dried fish with a moisture content of around 18% that is rock hard and shines like a jewel. And you eat this.
Yeah.
What the hell?
We eat beef jerky, but this still has fluid.
This is rock solid.
Yeah.
Well, 18%, I don't know.
It's not a whole lot of water, but it's water.
Yeah. The history of fermented katsuobushi can be traced back to the Edo period from 1603 to 1868, although mentions of fish that has been boiled and dried hard can be found in the Euro Code of 718. It remains an essential ingredient for the dashi stock used to make popular dishes like miso soup and shoba dipping sauce. Oh, okay, so you don't actually eat that, you just use it to add flavoring or whatever it is. Okay.
Are you sure you don't eat it?
Well, I mean, maybe you do after boiling it and it becomes soft again, but what they just said here, it's used for stock.
Yeah, okay.
As in, you boil it in water,
Okay.
like chicken bone to make broth.
Okay.
It's right here to make popular dishes like miso soup and shoba dipping sauce.
Okay.
So you don't actually eat this. Maybe you do. I don't know. But that's not what it's like. It's intentional. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never heard of this until now. So we need a Japanese person or somebody who knows Japanese culture to fill us in a little bit more on this. That'd be nice. Speaking of that, do we have any comments at all? Nope, nothing on YouTube. Anything on Rumble? Nope. All right. What else do we got here in the news? Russian warlocks and clairvoyants exploit historic fuel shortages with bogus rituals. I think we covered this last week or something somewhere. Yeah, we did. I could have sworn. Russia is currently facing an unprecedented fuel crisis that sees drivers in some parts of the country spending hours at gas stations waiting to refuel at sky-high prices. With Ukraine hitting oil refineries deep in Russia, the situation is unlikely to change anytime soon, so snake oil peddlers are scrambling to take advantage of people's desperation. It's terrible. I hope these people get hunted down, and appropriate actions are taken against them. Russian news media recently, and I'm talking about the swindlers here, so Russian news media recently reported that an increasing number of self-proclaimed magicians, clairvoyants, and witches are taking to social media to promote all kinds of questionable services, like lowering a vehicle's consumption to changing standard fuel into premium through occult rituals. What the heck? Clairvoyants claim that increased fuel consumption may not be due to car malfunction, but to a supposed hex, negative energy, or foreign objects that someone may have left in the car. Instead of checking the engine and visiting a car repair shop, customers are encouraged to perform rituals to lower their car's fuel consumption, rituals that only these masters of the occult can prepare. Obviously, one is expected to pay a fee of up to 16,000 rubles or $210 for this kind of service.
Wow.
You know, if you're dumb enough to fall for this crap,
Shame on
then
you.
yeah, you deserve getting fooled. Well, that's ridiculous. What else do we got here? AI-powered eyeglasses increasingly used to cheat during exams in China.
Man, here it comes.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, but see right there, it gives you a HUD.
Yeah.
Where, like, you can see it, but you might not be able to see it from the outside. Like,
Right.
you know, it's a one-way HUD.
Right.
A heads-up display. July 1st, a student surnamed Lin was caught cheating during an exam at the South China Agricultural University in Guangzhou. About 10 minutes into the exam, a member of the supervising staff noted the lenses of Lin's glasses briefly turning green and asked him to remove them. He subsequently admitted to wearing AI-powered glasses. China's News Weekly reported that Lin was sporting a pair of Liqui smart glasses, a model released in September of last year that integrates 4 major AI models: DeepSeek, Tongui, Quanwen, Zipu, and Duabao. Among their many built-in features are photo-based question searching and problem solving, allowing would-be cheaters to search their answers without voice commands. Wow.
On it goes.
I mean, this is a serious problem because people aren't learning, you know, things, and you know, there's people using this to pass the bar exam, to become lawyers, to represent people in courts of law, to get their doctorates, to do, you know, like either surgery or, you know, psychology or whatever it is, you know, whatever field of medicine you follow. There's a billion of them out there.
Yeah.
You know, do they actually know what they're doing? Or are they just there for a paycheck and you're some unlucky schmuck? See, that's another reason why, you know, I don't trust dentists or doctors or anything out here in California. This is ground zero of all this stuff. This is where it's first going to happen, is in the major hubs, you know. It'll only affect the smaller areas if you know, that population allows it to. They're a lot more tight-knit.
Well, I'll tell you something, just before we go on. In my day in school, there was no technology whatsoever. Now, I never cheated on anything. That's the honest truth. But people talking about what they did for cheat sheets and things like that, people were so damn creative, you couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been there since time began.
Yeah, but now, like, it's not.
No,
you know,
it's just,
it's not that it's happening. It's that it is so accessible.
Yeah.
And so widespread in usage. It becomes so normalized, you know, and accepted in society. People just do it. Like, people just do whatever the hell they want because everybody just forgives them. We live in a very soft world where people just like, oh, live and let live. Oh, yada yada. Oh, you know, like water off the bridge. Yada yada. Like, no, hold people accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
You know, treat them how they deserve to be treated. You know, if they have no reason not to be assholes, they're going to be assholes. You know, they're going to be selfish pricks.
One benefit of non-technology cheating, I'll give you one funny story.
Is that you actually have to think and figure
So
things out.
This one guy I knew made this whole elaborate cheat sheet and everything like that. I go, oh man. So I see him the next afternoon or the next day. Well, how'd you do in the chest? He said, I aced it, but I knew everything because he had made up this whole thing. So he knew all the information.
So he just basically studied.
He studied for it, didn't even know it.
He just studied difficultly. What an idiot! What a brilliant idiot!
Oh God.
Anyway, moving on up here, more from Audio Central. You can now rent someone to barbecue with you if you're lonely.
Oh,
Rent a person.
man.
And I don't know which way. Who's renting who here? And that raises a lot of questions.
I was going to go with it. I thought the story may go this way. That's going to be for it. If you bring someone over to barbecue for you, hey, not a bad idea.
Well, that's just hiring a private chef at that point. Ever feel like firing up the barbecue only to quickly realize you have no one to share a cold beer with? So what? You crack open one anyway. Well, let's see. You can actually rent a total stranger as a barbecue mate for just $15 to $65 per day. The unusual service has been gaining traction in Russia, with dozens of ads identified as on classified platforms. Depending on how eager you are to please and how much you're willing to spend for their services, barbecue companions can get the barbecue ready, grill the meat, pitch a tent, and keep you company. Some even offer to find a suitable place for a barbecue and take care of all the groceries as long as you pay for the bill. Their fees range from 1,000 rubles, $13, to 5,000 rubles, or $65. Wow. So exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
You can. Like, wow. I mean,
not for me, but you know, at least there's something.
I mean, that sounds
there.
crazy, but at the same time, think about it. That's capitalism like, you know, just private enterprise manifesting in Russia, of all places.
Yeah.
You know, while out here in the States, we're squashing every little thing that comes out because, good heavens, heaven forbid, anybody try to compete against Amazon or Microsoft or any of this crap, you know, freaking Walmart and all that stuff. You know, everybody just gets squashed. Meanwhile, in Russia, you have a fair shake of a chance out in Russia. What the hell? Wow. What else do we got here? Man uses plunger to pop balloons for Guinness World Record.
Yeah, this is crazy. I saw this on your your
thumbnail.
Yeah.
Andrei Orlov, at the age of 32, took the record for the most balloons popped with a plunger in 30 seconds from Canadian Kevin Dane, who set the record at 23 in 2025. So let's just see here. How do you? Is there a needle in there or something, or is he just like
sure
pressure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my question is, can you just use a needle? I'll beat the hell out of them.
Well, my question is,
you have to use a plunger.
My question is, like, is this what this guy wants to be remembered for? Like, this is kind of like, it's cool, but at the same time, like, get a life, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, cool, you popped the most balloons in 30 seconds with a plunger. Did that pay the electric bill? Okay, well then you wasted both your life and a little bit of mine. You know, I mean, I don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like some of these things just need to go. You know, it's weird. 3,100 or 31,075 skydives recorded on one day in 43 countries. How is that even possible?
This is some kind of organization.
Okay, here we go. A total of 31,075 coordinated skydives took place in 43 countries in a single day to break a world record for the most recorded skydives completed in a single day. Saturday's World Skydiving Day event, coordinated by the U.S. Parachute Association, USPA, Australian Parachute Federation, British Skydiving, and Canadian Sport Parachuting Association, surpassed the previous record of 30,351 jumps established back in 2024. So it's just a whole bunch of people. Like, you know, that's awesome.
Organizing is the hard part.
See, this is what I support because, you know, this actually requires and builds skills.
Yeah.
You know, of like, you know, like first off, finding people, networking, advertising, like, you know, marketing it, coordinating, like this, you know, like what's more impressive? Getting 31,075, you know, coordinated skies. So that's more than that amount of people. These are all the skydives.
Yeah.
Not the skydivers.
Yeah.
You know? So these are all like,
this
you know.
is two, so does that count as two people? Looks like if one is, you know how one takes someone else for a skydive?
Okay, once again, this is 31,000 skydives. So this could be 2 or more people per dive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it didn't say skydivers.
Okay, skydives.
Skydives. So there's a lot more than 31,000 people doing this. You know, which is impressive, you know, versus the guy popping the balloons with the plunger.
Yeah,
Whoop-de-doo, you know? What else do we got here? Seattle's round raccoon, Jimothy, became viral star. It's really sad. I don't know why people celebrate stuff like this. It has some kind of deformity.
Yeah.
An unusual Seattle raccoon dubbed Jimothy is becoming a viral celebrity due to its apparent shortened spine, giving him a unique spherical appearance. Kiana Hall captured video when she spotted the non-traditional trash panda emerging from beneath a car in the Ballard neighborhood. So there's a video somewhere. Here it is. See, it's round because its spine is really short.
Yeah, it's deformed.
Yeah.
You're born with a deformity.
That's sad, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Blue Angels flyover sends umbrellas, chairs airborne at Florida Beach. You know, we can just watch this. They got way too close.
Showing a Navy jet flying extremely low over Pensacola Beach in Florida during a Blue Angels flight demonstration. Watch as the jet
That's too
surges
close.
over the heads of dozens of
That's way too
vehicles,
close.
tents seen collapsing, umbrellas and chairs lifting off the
I mean, there's
ground.
entertaining
The visitors-
people, and then there's potentially that, that's, I hope that pilot got his wings clipped permanently, because that's way too close to the deck, around civilians.
Yeah.
That's not good. That is not good. Like, I mean, like, what if that blew over some old person and they broke their neck? Like, that could have killed people, That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Dog rescued from mountain after consuming marijuana. Okay, there we go. A rescue team was summoned to the tallest mountain in Scotland to rescue a Labrador that became ill after consuming cannabis. Krista Boone said her 5-year-old black lab named Tokyo started showing symptoms during a family hike near the peak of Ben Nevis. Let's see here. Efforts to carry the 53-pound Tokyo down from the mountain were hampered by heavy rains, leading the family to call for help from the Lochburn Mountain Rescue Team, which happened to have volunteers nearby after dealing with another emergency. Tokyo was carried down the mountain on a stretcher, and Bloomy then took her to Crown Vets in Fort William, where the cause of the condition was discovered. Quote, she had all the symptoms of consuming cannabis and had her blood tested too. What really gave it away was when she had her temperature taken, she let out some gas and it smelled completely like cannabis. It was almost like standing beside someone smoking weed, end quote. Wow, so this
terrible.
this
I don't know how to
dog got
hold it,
this
yeah.
dog got greened, man.
Yeah.
Like, yikes. Basketball player sinks shot from over 80 feet to break world records. There's a video of it. Wow. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is.
That's awesome. Oh. An Egyptian basketball player put his skills to the ultimate test by breaking 2 Guinness World Records, including one held by a Harlem Globetrotter.
Oh,
wow. Ali Wasson, at the age of 21, took to the gym to break the records for the farthest basketball hook shot and the farthest basketball shot made backwards in the same day. He managed the hook shot with a record distance of 82 feet and 10 inches and the backward shot from a distance of 90 feet and 6 inches. The backward shot record was previously held by Harlem Globetrotter star Corey Thunder Law, who made a shot from 87 feet and 8 inches back in 2024. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good job, man. Deer crashes through front window of Alabama antique store. That's not good.
No.
Blue Daisy Antique and Dothan shared photos on Facebook showing the aftermath of the deer's 12:42 p.m. Tuesday visit. So that's noon. It came in at around lunchtime. Owner Mary Kay Floyd said the deer trashed a booth of antiques before leaving through an open door by a quick-thinking employee. Is there a video of this? No, that's not it. I'm just going to look at these images here.
Wow.
Wow. Like, I would go away. I don't want to join Facebook. Oh, well, I guess they're trying to force me to. Okay, well, then I'm not interested. What else we got here? Columbia theme park installs world's largest piggy bank. So, video here. At first, it looked like a Charmander. So, they're like music to... I can't stop the music. So... theme park in Columbia paid tribute to the local pottery tradition by creating the world's largest piggy bank out of ceramic. The ceramic pig at Beno del Artesano Pueblito de Barro in Rockira stands 29 feet and 6.3 inches tall, 33 feet and 11.8 inches long, and weighs in at roughly 30 tons.
Wow.
Well, I wonder if they're going to actually fill it with coins, and then
Yeah,
one day, thousands of years later in the future from the past, they hit it with a hammer and collect, Would that be cool though? Like, to have like an amalgamation of like, coins throughout the decades and centuries. It starts on the bottom with like the freaking like,
Yeah.
1,000 years ago and then up to more recent.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to have something like that, to see something like that. What else do we got here? Pole dancing accident floods 2 Houston apartments.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Don't be a stripper. How about that for an idea? A Houston female said she is done practicing pole dancing at home after a mishap led to 2 apartments being flooded. Yeah, I wouldn't have to need to flood I wouldn't have to need to flood 1 apartment to know not to pole dance. Asha Gilbert was filming her pole dancing practice on July 6th. Of course, she's an exhibitionist. At her West Houston apartment when the pole came loose from the ceiling and struck a fire sprinkler. Oh, okay.
Oh.
That would cause it. I thought she maybe like, I've seen this. Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
stupid. That's what you get.
This is the viral.
I hope she has to pay every penny of all the damages. You know, you can just stop being a stripper. How about that? Elderly Florida woman shocked by a suggestive license plate. I heard about this. Says squeeze ass.
Oh man.
Why would they give that to her? That's ridiculous. Poor 76-year-old, lady, old Florida woman, received her new license plate in the mail and went ballistic when she saw the letter and number combination SQZASS or A55.
So she didn't ask for it. She
No.
just got it.
Yeah. No, they just gave it to her.
Yeah.
They didn't do any background. It was like, oh, squeeze ass. Let's not just give this out because that's supposed to be a vanity plate. Like that shouldn't happen by accident. And what's even worse is if you look at the logo on Florida, it's two oranges. It looks like an ass.
No.
So, Probado Beach resident Nancy Dello Stritto said the license plate quickly became the talk of a retirement community. Well, don't just broadcast it to your neighbors. Get it replaced or something. And with one more article here. School district changes policy after student graduates with an 11.99 GPA. Yeah, the bar is so low that actual smart people come out with these outrageous numbers. We're Dragon Ball Z-ing our schools. A Florida school district is changing the way it calculates grade point averages after a student graduated with a record-breaking 11.99 GPA. Vaibhav Bakshar, who graduated as valedictorian of Steinbrenner High School in Lutz, finished school with an 11.99 weighted GPA, breaking the state record 11.84 set by Gaither High School graduate Dylan Mazard in 2022. Bhaskar was able to achieve such a high GPA due to Hillsborough County's policy of awarding bonuses beyond the standard 4.0. 4.0, is as high as you're supposed to get. How are you getting 11? That's how bad it's gotten. You're supposed to be at 4, now you're at 12. It's 4, 8, 12. It's 3 times worse than it's supposed to be. Absolutely reprehensible. But anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underwriter description below for any links that you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. And I'm going to try to change the things here, but it might be an hour or so because we're going to skedaddle out of here, go to the gym, and then try to be back in because we have a history show in an hour and a half from now. So,
yep.
But yeah, for your dose of different, odd, and unusual news, aka notable events, weather, and sports, we stream every Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 Mountain, 5 Central, and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. We do have other shows. I spoke about the history show we do every day at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, and the first Sunday of every month we have
IOYO,
which is I'm okay, you're okay. Yeah, that's how we have to remember. We got to intro the shows saying in unison like that.
Yeah.
Even though we'll totally sound like, my freaking aunts and all that stuff. The sisters, So
maybe that's not a good idea.
I don't know. Anyway, what's the code word? Let us know that they're still watching up until now.
Oh, cold word. Light.
Light. All right, yeah, put light in the comments. Speaking of comments, do we have any comments? All right, no, we don't there. And not in Rumble either. Okay. Anyway, for all of you who know us, I'm Alexander.
Golden Loon.
And you are you. And until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!